What's your name?
Benny.
How did you get started in the beauty industry?
I started in the beauty industry about 8 years ago when I was working at a medical clinic.
How long have you been doing it for?
8 years.
And how did you come up with your name for your company?
Remember the time when I asked you, I was like, everything else for the business is already figured out. The hardest part of it all is the name. You're like, okay, well, what speaks to you? What defines you? Because your business should define you. I'm a lot of things, and I'm still in the process of figuring out who I am and every part of me. But one thing that I knew for sure is that I've been an artist my whole life. I am artistic in I'm creative in every single thing I do, and that's kind of how it started. You know, I know that I'm an artist, and just from artist, like, how can I make it into a name? How can I make it into a brand?
Okay, so what advice would you give someone who wants to become a lash tech?
To really be sure that that's what you want, because becoming a lash tech, being a lash tech seems like a very good idea. A lot of lash techs are driving nice cars. There's no other replacement for it other than falsies, but you know, it feels like you're being duct taped all day. But really be sure that that's what you want, because there's so much that comes with becoming a lash tech. You have to be a personable person, you have to build reports with clients, you have to be good at what you do, you have to not be lazy and, you know, not essentially complain, because your back is going to hurt hunching over doing someone's lashes for 8 hours. And you have to be patient, you know, because clients don't just come to you right away. Sometimes it's word of mouth, you need to wait, and you just really need to be a full package in order to succeed in this industry.
Okay, let's do a quick game. You have to answer as fast as possible, no thinking. The first thing that comes to your mind.
Okay.
Okay. So, are you single? Who's your crush? So describe yourself with 3 adjectives.
Ambitious. I'd say strong in many ways, not physically, but I would say mentally strong and genuine. I think genuine is something that it's the main thing that brings you far.
If you can do this again, would you change anything?
Do what again? The business?
Yeah. And just being as successful as you are.
I'll stop. The only thing I would change is, like, I wish I had more faith than now. Well, than I had, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, like, I didn't have to go through the whole, like, oh, is it gonna work out? Or, you know, skip that whole being scared and just trust that it's gonna be okay.
What's the most rewarding thing about having your own business?
You grow. You grow. You grow in every way possible. You have responsibilities that you can't walk away from. And, you know, it teaches you how to commit to something. It teaches you to be patient, knowing that, you know, things don't just come to you right away. You have to wait and you have to work hard for it. And most importantly, I think it really shows you who is there for you. And I think that's important. As we age, you know, our circles go smaller, but it needs to happen.
How is your sex life? And last but not least, what makes you different than any other lash techs out there?
I'm weird. I think because I'm weird and I'm brutally honest. You know, I have plenty of times I told my clients, like, pitch your brows needs to be waxed. But yeah, I think mainly it's really that, because I don't judge people, and a lot of my appointments are not even about what I'm doing. It's not really about the lashes or the brows. It's more so that whole conversation. I mean, you save money on therapy. You know, if you're gonna spend $500 getting someone to tell you get the fuck over it, I'll do it for free.
Have you ever dealt with anxiety?
Big time.
How do you cope with it? Anxiety.
I have a few methods that I do. Like one of them is just this very simple breathing exercise. And then you just keep doing that until like you kind of calm down. Because a lot of the times anxiety is just like you feel very clustered with your thoughts and you can't kind of get them in order, and that's why you get anxious, and that leads to anxiety, panic attacks. So really calming yourself down and calming your brain really does help.
Looking back, what advice would you give yourself as a teenager?
Stop blaming everyone and everything. I guess at the moment it always felt like it's the end of the world. I don't deserve any of the shit that was happening to me. But guess what?
It happens to everyone.
Like, you're not the only one, you know? And by blaming on things and, this is only happening because of this, and I can't do this because of that, you're just giving, it's all in here. You know, anything is possible if you put your mind to it. It's just really getting that click of like, you are not a victim. You know, tons of people have it worse and actually come out much stronger. So snap out of it.
What does success mean to you?
It means being at a place with a voice. I don't want success for money. I don't want success to throw it in other people's face. Hey, look at me, like, hello, I'm all this. But more so being in a place where I have more platforms and media to help more people, to have a voice to guide the next younger generation that have to go through what I had to go through, and you know, being that guidance, that voice that I never got.
What do you think makes your business successful?
Being honest, being understanding, open to ideas, just creating an environment where they can tell you whatever that's on their mind, or they feel safe that when they tell you a certain thing that you don't go and tell other people, or you won't make fun of them or judge them when you get home.
What stays in Arteze? What's said in Arteze?
What's
stays.
said in Arteze is being WhatsApp to China instantly.
Shut up! Does your company help the community where it's located?
By helping people feel confident, allowing them to feel like they're a part of something, you know? Arteze is not just a store. Arteze is a safe space that, you know, my husband's being that prick, I'm gonna go to Arteze, I'm gonna tell Benny all about it. And guess what? We all walk out happy.
Exactly.
It's a place where you trade knowledge. We don't sit here and talk shit about people. We sit here and talk about bigger things and mentality and how in the past I would deal with this. Maybe you should think about that. And clients give me a lot of that too. It's honestly just a pool of knowledge being traded and transferred nonstop.
What tips do you have for aspiring business owners?
Do it. If you have that slight concept on your mind that you want to do it. But there's always something that someone knows better than you. And don't be afraid to ask for help, because you can't possibly do it all alone.
Name one piece of advice that you could give to anyone.
Don't ever settle for anything, whether it's a career choice or family, relationship. Know your worth, and you know what you deserve. Get nothing and settle for nothing but exactly that. Because it's gonna come. It just depends on how much you believe that you deserve it, and how much you're willing to be patient, and how much you're willing to work for it. Thank you so much for watching.
Please like, subscribe, and comment at Arteze Lash Lounge.
And stay tuned for more videos. We'll see you soon. Bye.